that quarantine does a lot to people,
Yeah, it does.
and I don't know what they had got going on before or whatever, but being stuck in the house when you ain't got nothing else to do, it does. You get, look, cabin fever.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is exactly what it is.
yeah. Because
You look crazy
after you eat all the food you want to eat, after you play all the video games you want to play,
and play with each other as
after
much
you
as
play with
possible.
each other as much as possible, after you write your memoir. After you do all that, you left with okay. Now what?
Right.
You start to look at that person like, you know what? I'm so sick of looking at you.
Right. Why is you breathing so
Why you
hard?
here? You can't go to your mama house. Your mama don't need you. Like you start thinking of stuff for them. Like Martin did on that. Ain't the Knicks playing or something? Dang, you ain't got no free. Go somewhere. Go put your mask on and go somewhere. Jeez, I'm sick of looking at you.
Oh, that is just too funny.
I don't, cause I've never been even during this quarantine. I didn't get the ability to quarantine, but
Yeah.
you know, and I don't have anybody living with me besides my kids. So I go in my room and shut the door, so I don't have to look at them
Yeah.
all day, every day. And plus, they be in their respective corners,
Yeah.
you know. So it could be, you know, I'm okay with quarantining with my kids. I don't have to share a room with my kids.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how I would feel if I had somebody living, you know, a boyfriend or a husband, and I'd probably be the same way.
See, I had someone living with me, and he was. We weren't even quarantined, but it was just the fact that every time I came home, he was there. Every single time I would come home and he sleep on the couch.
Oh,
And then what was
Did he
making
cook
me
dinner?
no.
oh God.
Didn't cook, didn't clean, and this is when I had got Jazz. She was like a puppy.
Uh-huh.
So there's like poop and piss
Oh,
everywhere.
see, he get hit in the throat.
And then he on the couch sleep. After a week, you got to go.
Right.
I told him, I was like, you got till midnight to get your, and it was 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
You got until midnight to get your stuff out, because you not helping,
Right.
you are a hindrance. So you got to go.
So before you told him that, had you already been saying, "Hey, you need to help me with Jazz. Hey, you need to cook."
No,
Oh, so you was just like, you know what,
no,
I'm
because he's the one who got Jazz for me.
right. But you know, Mama's baby, daddy, maybe.
No, I ain't got time for that. And I'm working 2 jobs, and he's trying to rebuild his life because he had went through this whole thing. But I'm just like, dude, like if you,
Oh, so it
if
was
you,
your fault. Okay, I got it now.
I beg your pardon.
Because he was living with you, right?
Yeah,
He trying to rebuild his life. So you must have opened up that door, like. I
but
would
he
help you.
knew.
Did
Because
you
let
tell him?
me take that lie back. So I did say, can you help me out?
Okay. Yeah,
But
I'm
my
excited.
but my whole thing was I shouldn't have to say it.
No. I've been there.
Only because, well, okay, I would take that L. It was my fault because he
Right.
was white.
Okay, so that don't have nothing to do with it.
No, it does, because when growing up in a black house, if you ain't paying no bills, you doing
know-
something else.
Okay, I got
You earning your
Right,
keep.
yes.
You earn your stay here.
Right.
So if you're not paying
Even
any
if you
bills, you cleaning
You
or
gonna pick up the
cooking,
foods, yeah.
you're gonna do something
Right.
to be like, I'm helping you out. But he
Right.
wasn't doing nothing. Everything he was doing was for him.
Because he was raised.
He's
probably
raised
with his
differently.
Mama was doing everything. I got you. I understand that.
Yeah. So I would take that. So that was kind of my fault.
But but at the same time, him being an adult now, even if he was raised in a household where he didn't have to do this or that, he still should have been like, "What do you need
Yeah,
help with?"
but I guess he never knew better, so he didn't do better.
Gotcha.
And so yeah, I would take that. That's kind of my fault
Right.
for not overly expressing it to him. But when I get home and ain't nothing cooked, ain't nothing clean, I'm not trying to put my focus on expressing myself. I'm just
Right.
like, let me just do what I got to do so I can go back to work.
Right.
And so I would take Jazz out, fix me something to eat, take me a nap, and then go back to work. But then after like a week of that, I was like, you gotta go, cause you not helping me.
Right. And now I'm irritated. because
Yeah.
I look at you.
Every
this
time I
couch.
look at you, I be wanting to punch you in your balls just because he was asleep. You know how men sleep all gapped open with their legs? I be just wondering,
what is that about? I would never get why my little boys sleep like that. I'm like, why do y'all sleep like that? With his hand on his chest. I'm like, boy, why you? And you know, I look at my little girls and they all on their side and they looking all cute and
right.
my boy just
legs gapped open. I'm like, what
chest
did you
open,
do? Yeah, what did you doing?
farting. Jeez, I heard a fart in my room. His room next to mine. I heard it all the way through the house. But anyway.